Hey everyone, Helluva here. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and ring the bell. Oh, and also, again, don't worry if you can hear a fan in the background. Again, it's keeping me alive right now. If it wasn't on, I would melt into a puddle, but okay. Anyway, let's get on to the video, okay? So, right. This isn't usually something I usually do, but we are doing, I was about to say a reaction, but no! We can't do a reaction yet until I get a computer. Seriously. Subscribe so we can get to 1,000 subscribers so that I can then monetize this channel and make profit from this channel, and then I can get a computer, and then maybe we will do reactions. But until I get 1,000 subscribers and therefore can get money off of this channel or anywhere, we can't do reactions. But anyway, what I'm going to do is a review of the latest episode 6 of Helluva. And you might be wondering, you watch that show? How old are you? I'm not going to tell you my age, but yes, I do watch that show. And I did watch the latest episode, and I have to say, it's probably the best one I've seen yet. You know, the one with like the angels, like the cherubims or whatever, like the angel people, like the little lamb and whatever. I'm pretty sure that was episode 3. Yeah, not that good of an episode. I did a lot of skipping in that episode, but this one, episode 6, it's very great. It's very interesting. Now, keep in mind, obviously this goes without saying it, but there will be spoilers in this. So if you don't want spoilers, leave this video immediately. Well, actually, don't leave this video immediately. I need the views. I need the subscribers, whatever. Okay, so like in this episode, right? Okay, so like the episode like starts with like the main characters, like doing their job, like we see them, finishing their job of like killing someone. And then like these, like, I guess we'd say Men in Black, but there was like a guy and a girl who were in those uniforms, kidnapped Blitz and, is it Moxie or I forget his name. Yeah, it's Moxie. Okay. Okay. So like they kidnap Moxie and Blitz, and the whole thing is that like, Blitz and Moxie get taken away to this secret location, and then Luna and I forget Moxie's wife's name. I forget her name. I forget it. I'm sure in the editing of this I'll just stick the name of her up so that, it appears or whatever. But anyway, I digress. See, I'm sweating, it's very hot. So anyway, yeah, so that happens, right? Okay, so the whole thing is like, the two guys have been kidnapped, the two, Moxie and Blitzo, have been kidnapped, and Luna and whatever Moxie's wife's name is, they have to save them. They have to find them and then save them or whatever. Okay? And so like these two like I don't really know what to describe them other than Men in Black. These two Men in Black are like are basically like interrogating them or whatever, trying to figure out who they're working for, and and how do they come up into the human world and stuff along the lines of that. Proper interrogation, stuff along the lines of that, okay? And so, like, Moxie and Blitz don't talk and whatever, they actually have a little bit of fun picking around with the two Men in Black, And then, like, like some some green gas gets poured into the room after the Men in Black leave. After the Men in Black leave, this like green like gas starts flowing into the room, and it's apparently truth-telling gas, okay, or whatever, stuff along the lines of that, you know. Blitz reveals some truths. Moxie reveals some truths. You know, it's this little funny scene that gave me a bit of a chuckle and stuff along the lines of that. But then eventually, they have so much of the gas that they go on to like drug trips, if you will. And like these drug trips really like peer into the psychology of both of them. Because like for instance, Moxie, who, if you've watched the show, so far we've seen that you know, like compared to everyone else, he's like very proper, very much so like we need to get this done and whatever and stuff along with that, you know. And so because of that, the hallucination secrets for him is like almost like this, you know, almost has this fairy tale like vibe to it and stuff along with that. But like mainly it looks almost like a musical number from Hamilton or whatever, you know, like Moxie is like dressed in, you know, like 17th century wear, and you know, like in Hamilton, and then it's like this big musical number, you know, like Hamilton, you know. So you know, that just gives us a like insight onto the psychology of Moxie, where like, you know, and also like he through the musical number explains how he feels about his boss Blitz, and how he feels like his boss doesn't care about him, and like doesn't give him enough credit for what he does. And you know, watching the show so far, I can totally see that. And then like in Blitz's hallucination, it's like it perfectly fits his personality, because it's like all chaotic and whatever, stuff along with that. And like particularly in his hallucination for Moxie is like this like two-dimensional pencil-like character, like in that one episode of SpongeBob where SpongeBob creates that pencil drawing of himself and whatever. And like he imagines like Moxie being this like really proper person that looks down upon him. Like he imagines Moxie saying, "You should look at the dictionary sometime," and stuff along with that. You know, that's how Blitz sees Moxie and whatever. And it's just really interesting and stuff along with that. And you know, it's just incredible. Okay. And then of course, you know, like the truth-telling gas stops being pumped in, and like it cuts back to what's like really happening in the real world, and it's just them completely looking drugged out, like they have their tongues sticking out, they have their eyes going in different directions, like they look totally drugged out, stuff along the lines of that. And you know, the two Men in Black are just on the other side of the window eating popcorn and like drinking some soda and whatever, you know, like this is entertainment to them, you know, which, you know, if I was in that position, yeah, I could totally see why you would see that as entertainment. But anyway, so yeah, and then Luna and whatever Moxie's wife's name is finally enter into the same room as Moxie and Blitzo, not Blitzo, the O is silent, the same room as Moxie and Blitz, okay? And then this whole like action, there's like this whole action scene of like the four of them, of Luna, Moxie, Blitz, and whatever Moxie's wife's name is, you know, fighting all these, like, people who are black, men in black, I guess you would say, and, you know, completely and utterly decimating them and whatever, you know, it's just like, absolutely, just making the room filled with body parts and making the walls painted with blood, you know, classic, you know, in classic Helluva fashion, the walls just get painted with blood. There's a bunch of human body parts everywhere, you know. Stuff along with that. Okay. And then the two main characters who are men in black, you know, press a big red button, which, you know, like, makes the lights flicker red and stuff, and, like, locks all exits out, locks out all possible exits so that they can't leave. Okay? And, like, the only way for them to leave the human world is through reading a spell in a book, but they can't read it because the light, because they can't read it in the light, so then they are effectively trapped. And also, they use all their ammo for their weapons, killing all those men in black. And so then the two men in black, the two main men in black characters, you know, they think they finally have the upper hand. So then they get out their guns, and then they find out that they too have no ammo in them. So, you know, it literally, you know, comes down to that. And then what happens is that like Stolas, you know, like the owl character, I guess you would say, Stolas comes into the rescue by, like, possessing the female Men in Black person and, like, terrifying the male one and stuff along with that. And then after Stolas is done possessing the female Men in Black character, both of the two main Men in Black characters, you know, like, tightly hug each other for comfort and stuff along the lines of that. And then, you know, Stolas opens up a portal back into hell where they all came from. And then they go back in there. And then finally, at the end of it, you know, Stolas and Blitz, you know, they passionately, you know, lock lips, you know, and then exit out of the scene. And then at the very end, the two Men in Black characters suggest that they might come back in a future episode and stuff along with that. So yeah, overall, you know, I don't know if I spoke too quickly for you to understand. If not, if I spoke too fast, you know, this whole video is buggered up. But you know, or maybe I talked too slowly. I don't know. I would hope slowly. If not, you know, you can control the speed on YouTube. You know, that's a feature. But anyway, you know. So yeah, that happened. So overall, you know, that episode, to put it in the British words, to put it in the British fashion, it was absolutely smashing, mate. It's absolutely smashing. Lizzy Pop, keep up the good work. I mean, I know my opinion doesn't matter to you. I mean, I'm a tiny YouTube creator compared to you and most YouTube channels, but still, from a small YouTube creator to a gigantic YouTube creator, continue what you're doing. Even though, again, my opinion doesn't matter to you, because of my lack of power compared to your amount of power, you know, stuff along the lines of that. I'm not jealous in any way. It may sound like I'm jealous, but I'm not jealous, you know. But anyway, yeah. Like I said at the beginning of the video, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and ring the bell, and yeah, this is Pagalissus, and Helluva. Yeah. Wow. I don't know why I did that. Why am I laughing now? Anyway, yes, this is Pagalissus, and Helluva. Hey everyone, I just want to remind you to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the future. And as always, I love Publon.